Welcome back to the Being Human email and sort of fortnightly update. Lots of stories have been going on that have been right on the tip of the conversation we want to have around Afghanistan. What does it mean to be human for those who are there, those who are left behind, those who are refugees and escaping, for us to welcome them in. The COVID pandemic, the minute my kids have just gone back to school, we're having a conversation as an organisation about return to the office. And so for many of us, there's these shifts going on. And so what does it look like in this moment to have that conversation? Nike have given their staff a week off to recover from the burnout and the stresses and to prepare for coming back. What are the challenges for us? But we're really excited to be launching a new season of the podcast, the interview season, where we wrestle again with this fundamental question: what does it mean to be human right in the heart of culture? And the episode that we're releasing today is an interview with Karen Swallow-Prior. Some of you may have heard of her. She is the author of a book on cultural engagement, another great book on reading well. She is a professor of literature based in the States, but what I really love about her and why we wanted to interview her was around her engagement on social media on some of the really tricky topics. She has spoken and engaged in social media around abuse within the church and wider culture, on gender, on the beginning and end of life, on race, on some of those difficult topics, but I think she navigates that space really well. And so we wanted to sit down and have a conversation with her, look back historically at some of the influences and some of the literary influences and how she does that, as well as looking forward at some of the challenges that we have. And so we're in a season of interviews. Some of the other people we're interviewing, I'm getting the books, are Carl Trueman, his brilliant book on the rise and triumph of the modern self. We talked to David Bennett, who's written a fantastic book on A War of Loves, the story of a gay rights activist discovering Jesus. We've spoken with Sarah Williams and her book on shaming of the strong, and again the wrestles with carrying a child she knew would not live beyond birth. We've spoken to a number of others who are really fascinating in how they're engaging in the cultural conversation. And so we've been doing loads of work over the summer for the project more generally. Over the next few weeks and months, we'll be releasing more ideas that we've been having, more thoughts about the way ahead for the project. But in this season, we'd love to say, check out the interviews and check out the old podcast if you haven't. Please do help us to spread the word and keep with us on this journey as we really lean into what it is to being human in this season. Be blessed.